Congratulations, if you're watching this video, you've owned investment real estate for a long period of time and you're looking for an alternative beyond a 1031 exchange. In fact, you probably owned that property for so long, the appreciation is through the roof. You maybe done multiple 1031 exchanges, but you're to the point where you're just frustrated because every time you look for another property to move into, the prices are so high. Or you're ready to retire from the toilets, the trash, and the liability, but you don't know if there's a way out without getting hammered by the capital gains tax, which is somewhere between 30 and 50% of your gain. Hey, I was there too. 2006, I saw friends and family overpay for properties and these forced tight timeframes that the 1031 offered, and they got hurt. Why? Because in 2008, everything shifted, everything changed, and from then on, I set out on a mission to help my clients never have to feel trapped by capital gains tax ever again. Do you want to be done with the toilets, trash, and liability? Are you ready to learn something beyond the 1031 exchange? Are you ready to see there's a whole nother world out there called the Deferred Sales Trust, and it will help you solve your challenges? If you're anything like my client Peter, who just sold his $1.8 million property and deferred $480,000 in capital gains tax, you're tired of the toilets, the trash, the liability, and feeling forced by the 45 days to identify and 180 days to close via the strict 1031 guidelines. Peter's story starts back in 2006, before the crash in 08, and he was overpaying for properties via a 1031 exchange. And he said, Brett, I almost lost everything because of that. Fast forward 10 years later, he goes, I don't ever want to face having to overpay for properties and be forced to buy something that I didn't want to buy. In fact, he said, Brett, I didn't want to trade 18 units for 36 units. I already had 18 problems. I didn't need 36 problems. So if you're like Peter and you're tired of the toilets, trash, and liability, perhaps the Deferred Sales Trust is for you. Hey, and I'm just like you. 10 years ago, I was sitting in this seat, just like you're sitting in, learning about the Deferred Sales Trust for the first time. I was at a company called Marcus & Millichap, where we're helping people buy and sell investment real estate via a 1031 exchange. Now, the 1031 exchange is great for the broker, it's also great for the escrow company, and it's great for the 1031 exchange qualified intermediary. But it's not necessarily great for you. Why? Because you're taking on the debt, you're having to buy the property, and you're having to manage all new toilets, trash, and liability every single time you buy. And that's fine too, if you can find a deal which makes sense. But let's face it, this marketplace is so highly appreciated, prices are through the roof, they're not making sense, and you're in a sense that, hey, maybe now is not the right time to buy. Maybe now is not the right time to take on more debt. Maybe now is the time to sell. And we agree with you, and we want to share with you the Deferred Sales Trust so you never have to feel trapped by capital gains tax ever again. So who does this work for? This works for the real estate developer. This works for the real estate private owner. This works for the real estate syndicator. This works for anyone selling a high-end primary home, a business, any other highly appreciated asset. You name it, if you're selling something right now that's highly appreciated, the Deferred Sales Trust works for you. And here's what it gives you: more flexibility, more diversification, more liquidity, and the best part, it pays off your debt, which lowers your overall risk in this highly appreciated marketplace. Your challenges might be you need some liquidity. Your challenges might be you want some diversification. Your challenges might be, look, I like to be in real estate, just don't want to be in it right now. I want to buy it at another time. So whether you're a real estate developer, whether you're a real estate owner, whether you're a syndicator or an operator, the Deferred Sales Trust can help you defer capital gains taxes and give you a much more flexible plan to achieve your financial goals and or help your partners do the same. If you could play 2008 all over again, take yourself back to the 05, 06, 07 market, and knowing what you know now, would you have sold, paid the tax, and waited on the sidelines? I bet you would, because the prices dropped in some markets by 30, 40, and 50%. Well, now you can do that, but you can do that without having to pay the capital gains taxes. We call that the best of both worlds. You can sell now, wait on the sidelines, and redeploy the capital back into investment real estate whenever you want to, if you ever want to. In the meantime, it can be invested in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and your equity can grow there. In fact, that's what one of our clients did in 2006. We call this the Monday morning quarterback. He played the play perfectly. He sold at the peak. He waited on the sidelines for 5 years, and that property that he sold was foreclosed on by the bank. And at that point, he bought it back through his trust at 60 cents on the dollar. It is now possible to do this. We've done a couple thousand of these Deferred Sales Trusts now, over a 24-year track record with thousands of business professionals, 14 no-change IRS audits, and we can't get the message out fast enough. We want to empower you with the strategy so you get tax deferral, liquidity, diversification, the ability to eliminate the need for the 1031 exchange, and buy at optimal timing, all so you can create and preserve more wealth. And if you're a business professional listening to this video, this is an opportunity for you to add value with this tool so you can grow your business. So take action right now. Go down, watch the case study video in detail, click on the application, fill that out, and let's go help a lot of people together, or if in your circumstance, let's help you create and preserve more wealth. And we want to give you a free gift to give you an introduction to how this strategy works so you can start your journey towards financial freedom, as well as capital gains tax and owning investment real estate freedom. So click on the link below, watch the next case study video as we break down Peter's exact numbers and how this thing works. And from there, click on the application if you're interested. We can talk on a free consultation call so you can learn more about this and how it applies to your situation. Thank you so much for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you on the next one.